Yoo-hoo, SWU CUBE here. Today we are going to pack one, pick one. So in a draft format, before you ever make your first pick from the booster pack, you've already selected your 3 leaders. Now I did not do anything to simulate a leader draft here. I just dealt these out randomly from my pool, but in the future I will do a leader draft strategy video. So with our 3 leaders for this draft, one being Grand Moff Tarkin, and then we have Leia Organa and Chewbacca, right? These leaders will inform our pick. So I'm going to keep these on top of the screen here, and we're going to go ahead and crack the pack. Now I constructed this pack to be 14 cards and to be analogous to an actual booster pack. This is from my cube, but it is dealt with 9 commons, right? So those are the commons, 3 uncommons, 1 rare, and a foil slot, which I made a random rarity. So in this case, it's an uncommon. Now, for the first pick, it's important to remain open and not take something that will necessarily lock me in to any particular color pair. This is actually a very, very open pack already, right? The only cards that are double trait are these 4 here: Bossk, Chewbacca, Force Lightning, and No Good to Me Dead. And while I can play any color, right? I could easily play yellow or red with these leaders that I have. None of these particularly call out to me as something I should pick first. Like if I was running Thrawn or a control deck with lots of, or had a leader that would fit in a control deck, I might consider Bossk. But really, I find it best in draft to pick a single aspect card early if possible. Looking at the table, there's really 3 cards that I see stand out to me as solid pick ones. What do you guys think they are? I'll give you a few seconds before I pull them out and talk about them. So, from this pack, I would strongly consider selecting Resupply, Vanquish, or Entrenched. Now, with pick 1 of a draft, you really want to remain open. And you want to remain open for much of the first pack. You have a little bit of leeway to do so, right? Decks need to be 30 cards, but we get 42 picks. So you actually get 12 picks that don't need to be playable for your final deck. But so early in the draft, you really want to pick the most powerful cards and the most flexible cards, right? Resupply is probably what I'm going to take. It's my first choice. It's an extremely strong card. It's not great in aggressive decks in particular, or tempo decks, or against aggressive decks, but ramping resources is one of the strongest things we can do in this game. Obviously, it's playable in Moff Tarkin or Leia, but it's also very good in Chewbacca if I'm building a Chewbacca green deck. Vanquish is a great removal spell. In limited, these things are really important just to have available in your pool. Clearly playable in Chewbacca, but also, if I were to build blue-green Tarkin or Leia decks. Lastly, Entrenched. This card I find strongly overperforms in limited. It can be a complete bomb. And in Chewbacca, a deck that will likely have a lot of Sentinel involved, I think it's pretty disgusting. So that was an obvious pick that I saw jump out to me as something that might pull me into Chewbacca, but could also work in either of these, right? All of these are single aspect cards. In this pack, I am probably taking Resupply. Ramp is strong across the board. For mid-range decks, I can easily build all of these decks as that, and that is my pack 1, pick 1 here. I hope you guys like this content. I will certainly be back with more videos. Please like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.